At its basis, blockchain is a shared, cryptographically unalterable ledger for recording the history of transactions. That's the definition. But like many things, it's really interesting to say what it's not. And what it's not is centralized. It's not owned by any one party. It is democratized. And that is the important thing, because that, to kind of build on what our previous panel was talking about, it increases trust between parties because no one is on top. It increases accountability and, above all, transparency, which we just heard so much about. Because with that kind of transparency, you can enable lower friction.
Today, your data is stored in silos, just like a Microsoft Word file. When blockchain, your data will be stored publicly or pseudo-anonymously in a shared database. Now with blockchain, you can track the chronological history of the organic cotton shirt that you bought. You cannot tamper or cheat because everyone using the system is watching you. The blockchain revolution isn't going to happen overnight, but it is expected to change our lives like the wheel did, or the electric motor and the internet itself. I believe that this blockchain would be the next industrial revolution.
We know they expect great prices. We know they expect fast, clean, and friendly service. But an unspoken expectation is that they expect the products that they buy in our stores to be safe. If you think about the food system, it's pretty complex. It involves farmers, processors, distributors. And the way traceability is done today, each segment of the food system does it their own way. Most actually do it on paper or on systems that don't speak to each other. And so you can never have a full view of what's happening in the food system. What we hope to do with blockchain is bring all food safety system stakeholders and collaborate so that we do it one best way. We can do it very quickly and efficiently. Blockchain is a digital ledger that allows different segments of the food system to capture information about the product, what they've done to it, where that product has been. If we're linking that data with other data points, the Internet of Things, all that information will yield to insights that will allow us to have a safer, more affordable, and sustainable food system. But we don't believe traceability is the goal. We believe that transparency is the ultimate goal. Blockchain will give us the ability to not only track where food came from, but how it was produced. Was it produced safely? Was it produced responsibly? Is it sustainably grown? How many dates of shelf life are left on that product?
An unprecedented level of transparency for people. In addition, it will also create a marketplace where peer-to-peer sales of goods and services could be done around the food industry. For the consumers, the biggest advantage is that they will have full insights through an independent verification system. If you buy a certain product in a shop, you will know what happened to this particular product, so you don't have to trust the labels, you don't have to believe that the authorities or the regulations will protect you. So for the consumers, that's an unprecedented level of insights. For the intermediaries and distributors, it avoids any kind of problems with contract disputes or with accusations of quality mismanagement, because the sensor system that lies at the core of our solution will independently verify it, and all the data is recorded on the blockchain in real time, so there'll be no conflicts for them. And finally, for farmers, it will enable them to get rewarded for proper practices. So if the consumers are buying products, and they either enjoy the quality or they appreciate the farming practices that a particular farmer used, this solution will enable them to reward the farmer using a token, and also to purchase products directly from the farmers. And then those whose quality is consistently better can then gain customers in other industries who pay a premium for their products.
Alors pour l'agriculture et pour l'alimentation, en premier la traçabilité, la contractualisation et la responsabilité de l'ensemble de la filière.